What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with another video, and we're continuing to talk about the from Japan to the world how to translate a game. This particular article from the Japan Times, in which you had Bandai Namco, Sega, and all these guys end up coming out and basically talk about how, America is exporting its woke ideology to the rest of the world, and it has been infecting things like Bandai Namco, Sega, all these situations, whether it's the Me Too movement here in the States, how it affected Japan, how they decide to ship out their localization. Japan is shipping out their localization before they even make it or anything like that. They ship out their stories and stuff like that to places like America and Europe and stuff. And that because of that, they've been stopping, just quieting down on the LGBTQ whatever caricatures and the sexist cliches. You know, they usually get feedback on things like alcohol, politics, and religion for some god-awful reason. And on top of that, they also said, well, for example here, when there are people dressed in black boots and black leather coats in Europe, that could bring it to mind a Nazi uniform. Oh my god! Oh my lord! It's so scary, guys. People dress like they used to dress, like in the 2000s and stuff like that. Late 90s, early 2000s, the reign of Matrix. Oh my god, that can inspire people to think that it's a Yahtzee uniform. Oh, well, because of all this, guess what? The actual official Sega account tweeted this out, linked the article, told everybody to go check it out, go watch it, go look into this, actually interact with this. And because of that, they got inundated with criticism of what they've been doing. They had people from across the world actually take a look at this and go like, you've been doing this? You've been engaging in these practices. You've been asking the rest of the world on what you think of Japanese companies should do. That is wrong, and they got rightfully roasted for it. By the way, let's take a good look at this ratio. It's not a horrible ratio. Not a great ratio either. That's 773 comments versus a 554 like ratio. That's not good. That's not good, but you scroll down here to just some of these. Western localizers are giving Japanese developers a false impression about English players. We want Japanese games and media to be translated as faithfully to the original work as possible. Cultural sensitivity isn't an issue. Japanese culture should be left intact. I agree. Almost all these I agree with. If we wanted to play games made for Western sensibilities, we would just play Western games. We seek out Japanese games I can't even read this. Personally, I'm probably butchering that, because they're Japanese. Specifically is what I would end up putting there, because I can't read right now. These localizers are not trying to make a product suitable for the West. They're trying to push their values onto everyone. And agreed again, this is a big issue. American developers, American localizers, Western localizers, and I'm not trying to wrap up Mexico, because I've heard your localizers and dubbers are fantastic. When I say this, I'm talking about America. I'm talking about Europe. I'm talking about Canada, because I'm willing to bet Canada has their own localizer issues going on up there as well. When I'm talking about this, I'm saying the vocalizers are the Western localizers, okay? But yes, if I wanted to get my Western sensibilities, I'd be playing Western games all day and night. Now, there's good Western games, but they're few and far between as of right now. For the most part, I like my Japanese games. I love Final Fantasy VII. I love, right now I've been playing a crap ton of Power World. That game's fun and hilarious. I enjoy Pokemon. I enjoy JRPGs. I enjoy all this stuff because I get a different style of storytelling than I do here in the West. And I prefer the Japanese storytelling versus Western storytelling. I don't want my Western politics in a Japanese game. Hell, I don't even want a very pro-America religious view thing in a Japanese game either. So nobody can come over here and say, well, I just want my own politics. No, I don't. I want to engage in Japanese stories. That's what I want. And, you know, you have your example of what the English localizers have been doing. That's not true. Marriage is a woman's greatest happiness. That's not true. You got a loving daughter out of it, and you must have been in love at some point. That's not even close to what was said there. Fan subs are usually 100 times better. You realize one of your former translators slash localizers engineers has bragged about botched several anime and video game localizations and attacked fans for calling it outright. And I can agree with that. We have plenty of examples over and over again of these localizers fighting with fans, attacking fans when they get called out for their own botched practices, for their own botched work, saying things like, "Oh, well, you want it changed, don't you? You want a new iteration of this, don't you? Don't you want an original version of this, don't you?" No, we don't. Raging Golden Eagle. Hey, shout out to Raging Golden Eagle. This is exactly how you lose customers. Your games become popular in the West because we liked them as they were. If you censor them, we don't want them anymore. Agreed. Agreed. I don't want a censored copy of any of this stuff. I don't want you guys to even self-censor over in Japan. I want to get as Japanese as I can get with my Japanese products. I don't want to get Americified with my Japanese products. If I wanted to get Americified with a product, I'd go out and, I'd wave American flag and drink a bunch of beer and do all that stuff, do the most stereotypical America thing that I could do. I mean, I do that, and I do enjoy seeing that, but I don't want that in my Japanese products. I don't want anything to do with that. We like Japanese content because it isn't tainted with Western influences. To change that is to change the very nature of our fandom and risk everything. Stop it. Yeah. The more you do this, the more you're going to start chasing people away, and the more you're going to start scaring people to basically not engage with this anymore. People are enjoying this because it's not what we've been getting. You get all sorts of wonderful, crazy crazy themes, wonderful, attractive, sexy women, all this cool stuff from these Japanese products that we're not getting here in the West, and we're not inundated with full-on politics, ideology, anything like this. We actually get escapism when we engage with Japanese products. Thank you for showing your true colors. I will adjust my purchase accordingly. I agree. Seeing an official JP account for all this, pathetic. It just goes on and on and on with different examples of people calling this practice out, calling out that they blatantly support this, that they enjoy doing this, that basically they have been Americified. Bandai Namco, Sega, all this stuff, they have been Americified. And people are going to start walking away because of this. They don't want to engage with these practices. They don't want to see their products, their properties, these things that they have loved, poured hours of interest into, become no better than MCU, Disneyfied, what Doctor Who is doing right now. They don't want to see these IPs that they love and hold so close to their heart become nothing more than another notch on these vocalizers' belt. At the end of the day, I say do what you will with your money. I ain't going anywhere near this anymore. I ain't gonna engage with this. I am not gonna buy any of these products if they're willfully proud about their localization botcheries. But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.